Hello everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you how to read and understand a few key information from an academic journal that you are planning to submit your paper to. Okay, so I'm gonna randomly choose a journal. For example, let's see, reflection journal. So for example, this is a journal about language teaching and learning from Thailand. It's pretty much random. All right. So usually on the navigation bar, you will see that. Oh, let me try. Okay, because usually there is a login. Yeah, right here. All right. So on the top, often you see the register and login. If you want to submit, it's sooner or later you're gonna have to register. Okay. And then if you already have an account, you go to login. I'm saying these are the common things, not just for this journal, but that's for general. Now, you see that the journal title, and then you see the ISSN, and then print or online. Some journal only have the online ISSN, so you can use this ISSN to check for the names or any other indexes here in Google or something like that. Okay, now if you look at this is called a navigation. So navigation is that some of the keys items in the navigations, including about, which is the page that tell you the scope, the aims and scope of the journal. Aims is mean like what are the purposes, of the journal, and then the scope is the research areas that it published. It's very important to read the aims and scope, because if you submit a paper to a journal that is beyond their scope, they will reject it. It's called desk reject, and it leads to a waste of time and resources for you too. All right. Now, in the about journal, often the journal also talk about the publication policy or frequency. It depends, and this one say reflection accept no payment for submission. Publication of any type. It means it doesn't require to pay anything, which is a good sign. Okay, double I peer reviewed, and yeah, merit and quality. So often double I peer reviewed are desirable because it's fair and it helps the academic integrity. And they talked about the submissions in their publication, and then the types of article. Okay, so research article, academic papers, um, and then book reviews. All right, and publication frequency is 3 issues per year, so 3 times. Okay, history, abstract, things like that. Now, often on the right sidebar, you will see the indexed. This one is indexed in Scopus, which is a good journal, and then Eric, also very popular educational resources center database, and a few other. Okay, so generally, if a journal is indexed in Scopus, it is a good quality journal. Generally, okay. Now, in addition to the about, you see the issue, current issues, and then the current issue, which is the, the issue that it just published, and then the archives, which is all of the previous published issues across the year. So this is 2025, 2024, and 2023, and so on. Okay. Something that's very important is the editorial team. You want to see who is the editor or editor in chief, and it depends on the journal. Sometimes they have one editor in chief, and the rest are editorial board members, and sometimes it got editor in chief and then editors. Okay, editors like different sections. In some journal, it says section editors, which basically means um, each editor will be responsible for one research area. Okay, so when you submit the manuscript to the journal, the editor in chief will determine which editor they will forward your manuscript to for consideration. Okay, if they are happy with your initial screening of your manuscript, they will send out for external reviewers. Okay, if they're not happy, you will get that's rejects. Okay, so for example, now that's reject it means an external external reviewer. So if you submit a manuscript to a journal and then the editor have a look at it, okay, and if they're happy with the quality of it, they will send to external okay, they will send further to the external reviewer. If not, they will lead to text rejection, okay, and no further external review round, okay. So there are two possibilities. This is the first one. If you pass the round one, okay, which is initial screenings by the editor, screening by the editor, okay. Then you can go to round 2, okay. External reviewer. This one often take up to 3 months, and sometimes multiple rounds you get expected before your manuscript is ready for publication, accept, and publication. But there are still changed. After you got as a reviewer, you got decision. It can be major revision or rejection, you know, or revise, resubmit, resubmit, or similarly rejection. So reject. So there are a few possibilities. Okay, if you got major revision, you should revise and resubmit. Okay, and then multiple round if possible, and after that, if at the end it got accepted, it will be published. Okay, so this one is basically the process. Okay, if it is just rejected in the first round, these following stages won't occur. All right, let's get back to the this one. Editorial team is very important, and then you see assistant editors, editorial board. Well, editorial board are often the one who will review your manuscript. All right, so yeah, so these are reviewers. Okay, now submission and author guidelines are important. Submission is mean you go to the portal where you can submit your manuscript, okay. And author guidelines means that this is one of the most important page, because you need to format your manuscript in accordance with the author guidelines. All right, so for example, they say the manuscript should be between 7 to 10,000 words. It means if your manuscript is 5,000 words only, it might not be considered, or manuscript is more than 10,000 words, which is not good either. All right, and you need to follow these instructions too, like not be longer than 250 words, something like that. Now these are varied depending on the journal. So that's why I said whenever you visit a new journal and you want to submit it to journal, it's important that you read the author guidelines to make sure that you understand what they're asking, including the reference style. If they ask for IPA 7, you make sure that your manuscript is referenced using this style, okay? And the times, font size, things like that, template, title, title, author, first name should along. Yeah, so you gotta follow these instructions. Include any other requirements based on the journal, okay. Here they also advise you the possible outcomes for categories. All right, and resubmit within 2 or 3 weeks after the feedback, okay. All right, and they even have a peer review stage process, and then the note submission requirement, okay. All right. Okay, so an example, so which is pretty good. They provide very clear guideline on that. Now, okay, the next one is to look at ethical standards. Not all journal have ethical standards, but here's a few things that you may want to have a look at. All right. Okay. Announcement. Announcement is just like news updates from the journal. Okay. For all, and then contact us. All right. On the right hand side, I already introduced to you that they're indexed, but sometimes there will be uh, there will be an items on the navigation bar say indexing, and they will tell you which databases. So this one is the index. All right. But this one it doesn't have the index at a separate page, but it got right here on the right hand side index page. Okay, all right. That's pretty much for this quick tutorial on reading, or navigating a journal article. Okay, I hope you uh, find it useful. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.